Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we are going to open up that last Heavy Neo Discovery Pack, plus a few more. I'm going to show you guys a few things on consignment, some other things I brought in, talk about PWCC, and who knows, maybe a few other things. So here we go. I'm going to start off with one of the consignments that I have in. See this right here. You got a Gengar. This is a Mint 9 Blueback Top Sun. Blueback is generally more expensive than, well, just about always more expensive than the greenback. People kind of think that the blueback was first, mainly because I don't know much about the rarity itself, but you see right here, sometimes these don't have numbers on the blueback, so people kind of see that as like the very first of the Top Sun that was released, and then the blueback with the number, and then kind of like the greenback. So these four are for under consignment for CS10. So just so you guys can have a little bit easier time finding some of these cards, like if you go to my store and you just put in CS10, any of these four cards should show up. Alright, so next up we have the Card-Ass Vending Charizard. This is a red version. I actually need this one myself. I was bidding on the one from PWCC, but I was the second highest bidder. I don't know if there was any other bidder than me and the guy who won it, between like 5 and the winning bid, which was like 10,500, I think, or maybe it was 12,500. I can't remember. It was something like that. But I did lose out. I'm probably just going to go for a 9 in this one at the moment. It's not even in the registry, but you guys know I like to have all variations, because eventually I think this will be one that PSA does recognize, because it's so different, and I don't think it would cause too much trouble to change over all of the prisms from the this Bandai set to where you've got both the green and the red. I got some of my calluses starting to come through. Alright, next up we got a Charizard base set, PSA 8. No explanation really needed right there. Condition on it's really nice. It's a strong 8. Next up we have a Blue Eyes White Dragon 8, and this is a reprint one. It doesn't say it on the label, so they probably just missed it, but this one is one of the later reprints, because it actually does have those little stars. You can see the two of them right there in the bottom. But even if you look at the hollow foil, it's just got that different type of texture. If you're familiar with the original LOB, it just doesn't really look like that. Now this is a close copy, but you can definitely tell there's a difference. Alright, and then next up we got another small consignment from Micah, or like the name Micah. Hey Rusty, thank you for all you do for the community. Hopefully I can find a good home for these few cards I'm sending in for consignment. Hopefully looking forward to more e-reader openings in the future. Yeah, me too, man. We didn't really work out on that last one. These will all be under CS6. There's 4 of these. So we got a Suicune Gold Star, Mint 9. It's really like a 9 plus, because it got 3 9s plus a 9.5 on the edges. So like if you had 2 9.5s and 2 9s, then that'd be like a 9 plus plus. And then you can't really get a third plus, because once you get to the third 9.5 and you have a 9, then it's actually a 9.5. And the way I see it is it'd be like a 9.5 minus if you had 3 9.5s and then 1 sub 9. So like the 9 minus for me for this would be 999 and then an 8.5, and it could just be any mixture of that, but not many people really do that. So overall it's just a 9, and it's actually a little bit higher than a 9 because of the 9.5 on the edges. You can see that one right there. Next up they've got a Dark Blastoise, also from CGC. Got a Mag Cargo and a Registeel EX, both PSA 9. For those of you who are wondering, I did have a PSA representative reach out to me today. They didn't reach out to me about my issue with the packs. He had actually said he had overheard my concerns about the PSA set registry and how I didn't win the Charizard set thing. And they actually he said that they were working on changing the rules to 95% completion for a lot of the master sets. I can't remember the exact wording he used on which sets would be eligible for that kind of stuff, but it's at 95%. So like right now, even though I'm not at 100%, I could still get the registry award if I'm the top, if I have the top set in the registry at when the deadline closes for 2022. And so I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't ask them to do that. I didn't fully understand the rules before, so that was kind of cool that he did that. And they also overheard me talking about for different languages, so they're going to work on that as well. So that was really nice. I did bring up the whole issue about the packs with the guy, because I was like, hey man, maybe you can help me out with this as well, because I really appreciate that stuff. But I've hit 3 emails, no response. just being forwarded around phone call, nothing happened, and then the CRC has expired, and nobody's reached out to me about it there either. But he said hopefully by mid next week I should hear from somebody. So who knows? Maybe they're actually going to do something. Still don't know yet. I was going to do a follow up, but I'm going to try to give him a little bit more time and wait, since he had reached out to me and said that he had personally contacted some of the managers there. All right, so next up I bought these. These are Professor Program Energies. A lot of people don't even know these exist. The Professor Program, I believe the first year was 2004, 2005, and they had, I think it went all the way through 2009, 2010. It was something like that, but there were different cards that had the stamp. And the Energies, they used to be pretty tough to find. They used to run about $8 to $10 a piece. I don't know what they run now. I just bought them for the sealed packs, and I can't remember if these are all supposed to be the same energy or if it's a pack of different ones. Yeah, this is one of the pack that they've got different ones. So you can see, if I can get it out. Yeah, so there's a water energy in there. Yeah, this would be one of those things that, you know, I probably would have submitted under pack grading, but until we figure out this whole other issue, I'm kind of holding off. I'd love to just have one of these graded, just to have it encapsulated and preserved. But the guy I bought this off of, they got all kinds of promotional stuff that they're always selling. They don't want to sell in bulk. They always do these just individual listings. Like this is about as big of a bulk deal that they'll do, you know, 5 sealed packs. Because I've offered to buy a lot of their best of games sealed stuff before. But anyways, I thought I don't have a ton of these in my collection, so I went ahead and picked up those for a pretty cheap price. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't that bad. Then I also bought this. This is a Gem Mint 10. I do have a 9. I think last time I talked to you guys, the lowest on eBay was like 7,000. The guy wanted to go to 5. I told somebody I'd do 4. And this one actually popped up for right at 4, and the market has cooled off quite a bit. I made an offer of 3. Or it might have been 2,500. It was 2,500 or 3,000, and then they countered with 35. And then, you know, just looking at it, I was like, you know what, they're pricing it fair enough, especially for what's on the market at the moment. So I went ahead and picked it up, and I have this one added to my collection, and I've got it slated, hopefully, to be added to the Charizard registry very soon. For those of you who don't know, most of the Japanese cards have been put there by me. I've requested them. I did not request any of them before, but since, you know, the first like 8 or 11 of them were added last year, I went ahead, you know, since I started collecting them, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and get ahead of it. And I started adding them ever since as I get them into my collection. I'm sure that there will be more that are added that I have no idea what they are. Just kind of a waiting game on that. And then I've got some Chillin' Rain packs. We're going to open up the rest of that box and pull the Secret Rare Snorlax out of, and then we'll finish off with the Neo Discovery Heavy Booster Pack for Mr. Chad. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that Chad in the past has done very well. Hopefully I'll have a new piece for the code section on my website. Let me tilt this down a little bit. You know, I have updated the website, but the code section is a little goofy with the new formatting, so I'm working with a guy, and hopefully we can have that completely reformatted. Look at that, Galarian Moltres. I don't think I've pulled that one. That's really nice. I think I've seen the Secret Rare, which is really nice. So we already got us a pull. I think we were pretty low on the actual number of Ultra Rare pulls that we got out of this box. So there's a code card. Pull 4 off the back. Don't want to reveal what we got going on like I did in the last one until the last card. And it's a Spiritomb. Code card for somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, it's funny that that PSA video with the pack stuff, that's gotten more views than like any video I've had the past year. So, oh, look at that. Single Strike Urshifu. So, I'll go more into depth about the analytics on it probably when I do a follow-up. But I think just in revenue, it's almost paid for one of those packs, which is kind of ironic. 3 to go. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to slow down significantly now. It was getting a lot of traction with, I guess, the way YouTube suggests different videos, because that's where like 95% of the traffic was coming from. Sobble, Shuppet, and Serena. 2 more packs to go. You know, I haven't heard from Unlisted Leaf since everything kind of went down, you know, with the whole StockX stuff. Well, I have once. I reached out to him and I just kind of gave him an encouragement message, and he responded back to me, but you know, I haven't seen anything public from him, so I'm hoping he gets back into it. Oh, we got the Zapdos too. So we got the Moltres and the Zapdos. Very cool. I'm a sucker for the originals. Zapdos was the only legendary bird to make it out of base set. Alright, here we go. Last pack. Wait, no, yeah, last pack, and then we'll do the heavy Neo Discovery. Hopefully we'll pull something really nice. Nothing too crazy there. Alright, that Chillin' Rain box is finally done. And then this pack here is for Mr. Chad. And like I said earlier, he's pulled some really good stuff in the past, so hopefully some last pack magic right here. We get the Umbreon, the Espeon, so something really sweet. Little sleeve over here. Alright, so we have Dunsparce, Mareep, Spinarak, Energy Arc, Natu, Weedle, Tyrogue. Alright, here we go with the uncommons. Got a Scyther, that's probably my favorite uncommon. After that, maybe the Igglybuff. Got an Unknown, and oh, you got the Yanma. Now, this has a huge premium in a 10, but man, I can go ahead and tell you this does not have a 10. See it right there. Like, I don't even know what that is, but you can see the print lines. Gosh, it had a super nice swirl too. You know, when you look at a card like this, you don't really see that other stuff, but then, you know, if you flash in the light, you know, you can find all the defects. This card is so hard to grade. I paid over $10,000 for my PSA 10 copy. Backside, top edges are good. Man, the bottom edges are good too. Just that front hollow. Well, that does it for the Neo Discovery Heavy Packs. I think we have one Jungle Heavy left. We've got several fossils still. Not a ton though. I think we're down to like 10 fossil heavy packs. And then we still have several Topps Chrome and Top Series 2. Series calling. Alright. So I'm gonna end the video there. Congrats, Chad, on actually pulling the Yanma. I hate that you know, it has those print lines in the picture, but who knows? You know, maybe you'll do well. I mean, there's no way you're going to get to 10 on that, but congrats on the Yanma and with its nice swirl.